Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the Nation of Conversation. I'm your boy Champ. Got my bros, Almighty Shoes and Grind Time in the building. What's happening with
What's going
What
on
up?
with
What
it?
up?
Just chilling, man.
you? Man, the lucky number of the day is 65. That's the 65 games, man. That's the topic of the week. So, how do people type of way about the situation?
Hmm.
What do y'all think? Do you think about the rule of 65 games? rule? Is that too much to ask the NBA player to play 65 games to be eligible for any awards?
No, I think it's actually pretty good, because it makes them go out there and play instead of resting on bullshit ass injuries or you need an ice pack and you can't play that game. That's just BS because the fans don't deserve that type of stuff. I get paid a lot of money. Just go out there and do your job. I mean, I can understand if you really hurt and you hurt, yeah, but if you just got a little knee soreness, you could maybe like 75%, go play. I mean, to get all these awards and incentives, I like the rule. The owners wanted it, so and it's available, and the players just got to go out there and play.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of touched on it last night. I like the rule. It's it's a fair rule, but like in the situation of Embiid, you know, like it's gonna force players to go out if they care about the awards enough. They might try to fight through an injury that they shouldn't be trying to play on, and that's gonna lead to a bigger injury, kind of like what happened to Embiid. So, like I said, the rule, I like the rule. It just like I feel like they got to make like some type of some I don't know, they got to tweak it
Some
in
type
some
of
kind of
change
way
in there.
because yeah,
Yeah,
because like you can't have your best guys go down just because he's trying to fight through an injury that he shouldn't have been playing through just
right.
to try to get an award. But other than that, I do like the 65 game.
Yeah, make them go out there and play because I don't think a guy should get awards and incentive and only playing 48 games. Like, come on now,
Yeah,
that's almost half
yeah.
of the season you missed. So, but once
Hmm.
again, I mean, like Tyrese Halliburton, he was sitting there complaining about it, and he was really hurt, and I understand that because he's having an excellent year, but you got to go out there and go. Like he said, the owners wanted it and they got it. So maybe the owners like shit. We paying y'all all this money, and y'all hit them bonuses and stuff. That's more money out their pocket. So you got to come out and perform for us.
Yeah. It's like Draymond was saying, he was like, one year, Kawhi Leonard had won Defensive Player of the Year over him, and he had only played 50 games that year.
Yeah,
And he was like, he didn't like it, but he can see where the owners come from. 'Cause at the end of the day, it's about money for them. They could
yeah.
care less.
Hmm.
So, but it's all about money. I feel like at the end of the day.
All right. When some bonuses and them incentives start hitting, they start looking at that checkbook like, ooh. But yeah, it's a great rule.
But this is what Joe Dumars had to say about the whole 65 game.
You have to train your body to play 82 games. And it takes a rigorous training to play 82 games. And Eddie, you're right, man. I remember the first training camp I went to in Detroit, Eddie, man. Like we went 3.5 weeks to 2 days, and those last 3 days before the season started, we went to regular practice, and the games were a relief, Eddie, at a certain point. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's like just relieved to have to play these games and not 2 days. And so, yeah, I mean, like, look, man, it's a privilege to be in this league. Everybody can't play in the NBA, man, and so I just don't want us to lose sight of that in talking about all of this 65 games, player participation policy, in season, whatever it is, man. it's a privilege to play in this league, man. And from a league office perspective, with me sitting here, guys, um, I think it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing for everybody involved, for the players, for the owners, for the coaches, GMs, for the fans, for TV, for everybody, man. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah, we're talking here with the Hall of Famer Joe Dumars, and he's currently serving as the executive vice president and head of basketball operations for the NBA. And we know we heard the commissioner say, hey, listen, the in-season tournament is coming back, and that thing looked like it was a success. Here with this 65-game rule, is this something that is definitely coming back? Could it be tweaked? Could it be eliminated? What are your thoughts there, Joe?
So just because I always want to deal in facts here, man. This was like not some arbitrary rule that the NBA office put in. Like this was negotiated with the Players Association. This was the owners. This was the competition committee. Like everybody signed off on this. And what happened, guys, was during the negotiations, CBA negotiations, a lot of numbers were thrown around. Like, what about this? Or what about that? And it all settled on 65. So all the stakeholders in the NBA, guys, signed off and said, that's a fair number.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's fair. I mean, it makes sense. The number, I don't think it's too
NBA
high. I
player,
don't think it's too low.
y'all
Yeah.
signed off on it.
Yeah.
That's what I said too. I was like,
Right.
even
The only sign
CBA,
off for
they
it for
had
damn
to.
sure.
And so why are they getting pissed off now about it if everybody had to agree to it, before the terms were settled?
Right.
Yeah.
And I want to say another factor is playing in this is the sports betting. That's playing a big factor in this stuff too, because the NBA has a lot of sponsors from sports betting now. So, and that's definitely playing a role.
Well, picks.
Yeah.
They like to call it picks now. They like to
Mhm.
they act like a bet, dirty word. They like to call it picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like prime example, like that Joel Embiid scratched the other day against the Nuggets. They scratched him 15 minutes before the game, and that jumped the line from Nuggets -5.5 to Nuggets -12.5. And a lot of people had the Sixers plus that 5.5 versus, damn, I could have had them at 12.5. So, everything plays a role nowadays. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And like I said, another thing, like the people are talking about the in-season tournament and all that. Like, from what I've seen, like I said, I was actually at the in-season tournament when it came out here. It seemed like everybody was enjoying themselves with those games, so I can see why they're trying to bring it back. I mean, people can say what they want about it, but clearly the players, it raised the level of how they was playing, and clearly the fans liked it because the atmosphere was live in there, from what I seen.
Hell
So I
yeah,
can
the
see why they're
players.
bringing that back.
Hell yeah, the players liked it. This shit, 500K on the line. Shit, I'm gonna go out there and try to win it too. I don't care how much my contract is. I want that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yep.
So, and like I said, I think it's a fair rule myself. I would have put it up to at least. Look, you got to play 70. Look, get your ass out there. These expensive tickets, these fans want to see these star players. They coming to see y'all. They ain't coming to see the bench players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, sometimes you truly can't go, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you
Yeah,
really
and
can't play.
right. That's why I said there should be some type of tweaks for that. Like I said, the reason why the Sixers they got fined is because they said they put him on the injury report too late. It wasn't in a timely manner.
Yeah.
Like I said, they waited like 10
Mm-hmm.
minutes before the game. It would have been cool, but it was like, you should have tried to notify us quicker, that he wouldn't be
Right.
able to go.
And that's why I say the
But
sports betting world that plays a factor because the sports betting has a lot of sponsors in this NBA. So you got to think that messed up their money too. So
Oh yeah, as you can see, all
yeah,
these pick sites and everything like that, it's a big thing now. I'm
yeah,
not
it's
gonna
a
say the
big old
names
business now.
because
Yeah.
y'all ain't paying us, but there's a lot of sites that out there that are
Mhm.
big sponsors now.
Right.
My man
You
LeBron
go on
even got
ESPN now.
he
It's
just
on the
joined a
bottom of
big one now.
ESPN. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was saying,
yeah, they talk
LeBron even
about it.
just joined in yesterday. So it's big. It's big.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't nothing you can do to stop.
I mean, like I said, 65 games. I feel like that should be enough games for you to be able to play in.
Right. So 65 game is the minimum. So you have a room to miss what 82 game season. So you got a room to miss 17 games. Like I say, don't get me wrong. Some of the players are really hurt, but some of it is BS. Some of it sometimes. So
Oh
I
yeah.
don't want to see. I don't want to see a guy on the DNP list because he has a sore. Let's say a sore finger, and it's not even in your shooting hand, and you want to miss the game for rest. Nah, that's BS.
Oh yeah. No, they put that PTO in.
Oh yeah.
PTO.
Oh
I
yeah.
ain't
They're
gonna
gonna
be
get
able
that.
to come in tonight.
All right, they're gonna get that regardless. So
Look, and there's still a lot of PTO games right there.
Yeah.
What's that? 17 games?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
That's more than I get on my job. PTO time.
Oh yeah. All right, so you go ahead and put it in early.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't be
Yeah.
coming in on that Super Bowl. I hope we don't got a game.
Yeah. They even did right with that. I think it's only 2 games that day in the NBA on the Super Bowl.
hmm
Yeah.
I wouldn't
All
even
eyes on the Super Bowl
and
Sunday.
right. I'd be mad if I had a game on the Super Bowl. Like, man, for real, I'm trying to watch the game too. I'm trying to try this
Mhm.
out
No,
here.
but Silver, he been doing a good job of that. Like he even waits until the football season is over to start putting the marquee games on the other channels. So he been doing a good job with that.
Yeah. Like
hmm
Sundays, it's not too many marquee games or Monday night because everybody want to watch Monday Night Football. So yeah, he has been getting in place with that, like Shoes was saying.
hmm But as soon as the football season's over, that's when the NBA season usually crank up. As far as like putting the big games on. Well, now they started doing the
ABC.
Wednesday games. Yeah, they started doing
Yeah.
the rivalry games on Wednesdays, which is cool. I like those games. But yeah, usually right after the Super Bowl, um, that's when all the big games happen. That's when the harder games are on your schedule.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
down the stretch.
Yeah. After the All-Star break. Yeah. That's when everybody usually crank it up.
Mhm.
But she was we were talking about yesterday. They said Lakers had put out feelers about LeBron.
Mhm.
Rich Paul, he came out and said today that they're not trading LeBron and he didn't ask for one.
Mhm.
Do you think that's cap or he just
Yeah.
come? He had to come and say,
I mean, like I said, it don't. I mean, I don't think I don't think that he went and asked for a trade. Uh, Yeah, I'm pissed off, and I wanted him to ask for a trade, but I don't think he did. It just don't make sense. It wouldn't make sense for him to ask for a trade right now. I mean, just play it out. You got the option next year for the $50 million. And it's 3 days after the NBA draft, so you know what that means.
Yeah.
He'll be figuring out what he's gonna do after that. So we'll see. But like I said, I didn't see them looking for trades.
Right, Brian, you wasn't here yesterday, so you first seen this. What did you think?
Shit, it sounds like he's doing that out of frustration, but it could not mean nothing. But it could mean something. But yeah, Tom is definitely running out in LA. How much? I mean, the team's horrible. Just as like there's no.
Come on, Tom is running. I think he was like he's running out of me. That's what I think. He's like, look,
right.
I ain't gonna be able to keep playing at this level for too much longer now. Like, damn,
yeah.
But, that's another thing. LeBron, he's getting older. We all know what he can do and what he's capable of doing. But it's like, he wants to play a year with his son. But his son, he needs another couple of years on the college. I mean, his son averages 5.6 point games a game. I mean, the mock draft just came out today and said he's not going to get drafted. So whatever team that does pick up Bronny and LeBron goes to, you also have to think that, you're probably going to get LeBron for a year or 2 years minimum, and then he's gone. Then you're stuck with his son that hasn't even developed yet. So it's a lot to think about for LeBron and these teams, because wherever his son going to, that's going to play a big role, and he might end up on that team. But the Lakers, they're done. I mean, they got a good win yesterday in Boston, but that's like what we said the other day on the show. They beat the good teams, and now they beat the team without their best two superstars. So what does that tell you right there? These guys can come play basketball anytime they want to. You show up for a big game like that, expecting to get blowed out, and all your bench and role players come to play. How come y'all don't do that every game? This one would be a topic about. This one would be a topic about showing a goddamn how much time left and everything. That just shows you can turn the switch on anytime you want to, which is BS.
Exactly. And that's what pisses me off the most.
Yeah. And
because you clearly you can play.
Definitely pissed off. I was definitely pissed off watching the game. I said, so you can show some effort.
Yeah, that's crazy. And even this morning I was watching the show. The Lakers, they're actually trying to get DeJounte Murray, but they want Austin Reeves. And he's so-called untradeable, which is BS. I mean, Lakers, pull that trigger.
All right.
DeJounte Murray, he plays defense, and that's what y'all need is defense. I know Austin Reeves, he's a great role player. He's not a superstar, so you have to pull that trigger and try to get DeJounte Murray over there as possible.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They don't want to lose two players for one, because it's gonna be D'Lo and Reeves. So it's like,
I mean,
is he better than both of those combined? I don't think so. So that's why I wouldn't do the deal.
Yeah, but D'Lo, what type of D'Lo you gonna get? This guy's he's so bipolar. You don't know what you're gonna get from him every night.
But I think if he know he ain't getting traded, he gonna be all right. I think that's really messing with him. He even said that that's been like, if I'm in trade talk every other game, like that do have an effect. But it's like, hey, if he get that confidence, they let him know, like, look, no, you here. I think he'll go ahead and ball out.
I mean, I understand that, but D'Lo, he's been in the league 9 to 10 years now, so you should be able to go out there and perform. Right, you should be able to go out there and perform.
That's why I don't buy it.
Right,
I don't
he's
buy
been
it.
in the league for he's been in the league for a minute. So
y'all said,
right, you hearing trade rumors and your name is buzzing around the league for trades and all that, you should be able to go out there and perform. You are a professional NBA player. You know, you still should be able to
Right.
perform. So that's BS right there.
Yeah, because I don't care who you are in the NBA. At some point in time, somebody's name has been in the trade rumor. I don't care what player you've been. Somebody's
Right.
been talking about a trade. So, like I said, D'Lo, you're a professional. You've been in the league, and you know
For a
how the
minute.
business is. And you know
Right.
you're not performing well. You've been playing good
Right.
for the 2 week stretch, and
Right. How
even
many
that
teams has he been
in this
on?
2 weeks,
How many
yeah,
teams D'Lo
and
been on? The
it's been
Nets,
shaky.
Golden State,
Golden State, Timberwolves,
Minnesota. So this guy, he
man.
knows the rope of the league. So I don't know what it is. What's wrong with him? Like you say, Shoes,
Yeah,
you might
man.
need to check this dude water bottle, see if he's getting loaded before the game or something.
Please,
It's something
check it,
clicking up there.
man.
Remember the other
I
night?
just don't
Did you see his
understand.
face when he shot after he turned the ball over 3 times? Almost did it 4 times, but luckily AD saved it on that one and scored. Could have been
Yeah,
4 times.
yeah.
So, yeah. See, when he shot the 3, see that face he was making, like
Mm-hmm.
that goofy ass face he was making before he shot the
He's
3.
he's like,
Yeah,
ooh.
I gotta
Yeah,
make
because
this
he
up.
know.
Right.
I'm out here man, trash right now.
Yeah.
He's too out of control, man. But like I said, I could have a whole show on D'Lo myself, just talking about D'Lo. He's just terrible. But
Terrible. But
you know,
February 8th around the corner. So we're gonna see what these Lakers do. If they roll with if I'm gonna tell you one thing, if they roll with this squad and they don't make no move, they'd be done in the play-in game or maybe first round. I don't think there's gonna
oh,
be
you
no
can pack him
magical.
up.
It's not gonna be no
Yeah.
magical run to the conference finals and none of that shit this year because there's too many great teams ahead of them and young and ready to and go out there and get it.
Right.
Yeah, we can count them off right now. They're not better than
So
the Thunder. They're not better than Minnesota. They're not better than Denver. Right, a healthy Suns are not better than the Suns. I don't even think they're better than the Kings.
yeah,
Who else?
This
that'd
is
be a scary first round matchup or a play-in game.
So
this
that's
is
that's 6
playing
teams
game
right
at best
there.
right now.
Right. But let's look at it right now. The bottom of the standings. Okay, you got Golden State, Houston. Who else is on the bottom right there? Utah. Those type of teams right there. If those teams can get a home game against the Lakers, it's over. It'll be over. So yeah, they
Only
need to
thing
do
that would be
something
on the
quick.
Lakers side in that it would be the experience. That would be the only thing. It just all those teams are just young.
The
They might not
experience.
know how to win. But other than that, dude, all those teams have beat up on the Lakers this year. All
Yeah.
those teams you just named have literally beat up on the Lakers.
Maybe if it was maybe if it was the old school playoff format, 1 through 8, and the Lakers were the 8 seed and they got the Minnesota, they probably beat them because you know how they play against the good teams.
Yeah, right.
But yeah,
Right. But who knows, man? I don't see them staying with this current team past the deadline. If they're serious about winning, they have to make a move. That's just
yeah,
it. If they stay
simple as
like this,
that.
then if they don't make a move, that tells me that they just they just threw their hands up.
All right.
What about some?
I guess
What about Bogdan from Atlanta?
from Atlanta.
We can't get DeJounte.
From what I'm
He up
hearing, they don't want to trade him.
Oh, they don't want to trade him now? Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know what too many players are on the market. I don't think Donovan Mitchell's on that market anymore because simply fact the Cavs are winning right now and they're looking all right.
Yeah, he been off in the
So they're
Cavs.
going off. So Donovan Mitchell, he's off the market. Trey Young, he still might be on the market.
Yeah, he is.
Who else? Who else name is out there?
Like I said, the trio of players with the Nets, which I think could really help the Lakers, but I doubt if they
Mikal
have enough to
Bridges.
get them done.
Bridges.
No. The Dinwiddie, Royce O'Neal, and Finney Smith. I think those three players
Yeah.
would be great for the Lakers right now. I would like that
Oh,
3-pack
yeah.
that they're trying to get.
All right.
It could really help the Lakers. Because that would be two
Yeah.
defensive wings. They can knock down an open three. Dinwiddie,
All
he's
right.
a shot creator. He's a pretty good NBA player. I think that could help the
Mm-hmm.
Lakers. But I don't
Yeah.
think
I like Dinwiddie.
I don't think they have enough to get that 3-pack like they're trying to, because that's who they're trying to get. All three of those guys.
Yeah, but if they get all three of those guys, Austin Reeves definitely gonna have to be in that trade package. So
From what I was hearing, I didn't hear anything about Austin. I heard about the draft picks. What's his
And
name?
Gabe,
He's been hurt all year.
they're talking
Gabe.
about putting Gabe in
Gabe.
packages now. I think they're
Yeah.
giving up on that. They're
Yeah.
finally coming
Gabe,
to the Lakers.
and it was another player,
yeah.
but
Yeah, so it looks like because even though he was playing out of character when he first came in, I think if they could have got him settled into his actual role, it could have been okay. But
Gabe.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
that's
he
just
got.
how it
Yeah,
is with the
I
Heat
think he had
role
a
players, though.
yeah. I think he had a misconception when he came in. Like, wait a minute, you don't come over here and
Yeah, it's
or
just
don't come out and pull threes like that when you got AD and LeBron down here and block, and you're not even giving them the ball. But what you think about what that with all the criticism that Joel Embiid had got now, do you think he deserves an apology? Like he was really fighting through this injury? Like people thinking, oh, he's just ducking, he didn't want to play. The Sixers organization, like I said the other day, they said he had been fighting through it because of scrutiny he had been receiving from people. Mainly in the media, like questioning his heart. His MVP mentality. Does he really want to be a champion? Questioning his greatness.
Well,
And go ahead.
well, like I say, he won an MVP last year, so they want him to go out there and really prove himself to see if he could repeat it. But
Mhm.
I would tell all injured players, just not Joel Embiid, if you're really hurt, be on the bench and get better, because you don't want to put your career at jeopardy. Trying to prove point to other people. So I do understand
Right.
that part. So
And this is another thing that these older players, they're not. I hear a lot of them saying too. Oh, we played through it. But you regret that you came back too early from some of those injuries, trying to be that tough guy. I want to play through it, and you shortened your career. Now I hear a lot of older players. I should have listened. If I would have just, took care of myself and fully healed instead of rushing back, from that micro fracture surgery, especially back then before 2010, that'll take you out. That can really shorten your career. Now, they fixed that or whatever. Uh, things is like if they knew what they knew now back then, they would be doing the same thing as what I'm saying. So on that part, I understand.
Yeah. Like I said, you got to
yeah,
do what's best for you in your career. You
Mm-hmm.
can't worry about what people say. You didn't get to the NBA by doing that. So,
Right. That's
outside people just talking. So just that's what it
yeah.
is. It's just noise. And
Right. Because like
yeah.
yeah, everybody else
Similar as this,
is
if
talking.
you can't handle controversy and critics, that comes with part of being a professional player. So
Yeah, you're the top 1% in what you do at your profession. A lot of people don't realize how much work that these athletes have to put in just to be here. Just to get here. It's a lot you got to go through. You got to be the cream of the crop of the cream of the crop of the cream of the crop. You know,
Yeah, and like I said, he has a history of injuries. Like
yeah,
he didn't really play his first 3 years in the league because he was injured.
right. And
So
people forgot with knee injuries and such and so forth. Like,
yeah, so I mean, you got to do, you got to do what's best for that.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this rule is here to stay.
Yeah.
These players, hopefully, y'all can not get injured. So you'll be able to play the games. Because this right here, this rule here, this right could cost Tyrese Halliburton what about 41 million because he missed like 3 more games. He won't be eligible for an all NBA team. That's 41 million knocked off.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I don't know. On the next time they get together with all those meetings and stuff, maybe they need to put some type of things in there in the contract. If these players are really injured, is it really going to affect their incentives and their bonuses like that? If they really can prove that they are injured, yeah, I think they should twist that around and try to make it different. But because some injuries, you could be out for a amount of time, a sense amount of time, and you need that rehab and rest. So
yeah. Like I said, that's just the thing. How do you gauge somebody saying that they have back problems or somebody saying that they got a neck issue or something like that? Like,
yeah,
it's something you can't really tell.
No, you can't.
Speaking of back issues,
that's
are y'all glad that Ben Simmons made it back? It looked bad for a second. Yeah, it looked bad for a second. People was hating. I'm like, no, that back problems. That's a real thing. You must never had back problems before.
Mm-hmm.
I had a back spasm one time, and I was like, oh, yeah, that ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah.
But yeah, what we had next? Check this out. I actually agree with this. Pat Bev said when I left, they blame me, they blame Russ, and now we own some of the best teams in the NBA. I think they were scapegoated. We both was saying that it was just some badass teams, and y'all just trying to blame it on Russ and Pat. The team is bad. It wasn't constructed right.
Well, one thing about that, Russ was actually, his numbers were still cool when he was playing on the Lakers. I mean, but when you're losing and the team's not doing good, they have to point the finger somewhere. Somebody has to take the blame for the L's. Pat Beverly, yeah, he still was playing defense and doing his thing, what he's known for. So, I kind of agree what he's saying because when you're losing and things are not going the team's way and you're expecting to win the championship, one thing about it, you have to put the blame on somebody and point the finger somewhere. So I agree with what he's saying.
Yeah,
I don't think
agree
they
with what
played
he's
him
saying,
enough
but
at the right time.
I feel like he got to take himself out of the equation, Pat, because Pat Beverly, you were shooting about 19% from three when you were on the Lakers. So, bro, you got to stop. You know what you were doing while you were on the Lakers. Now, are you playing better with the Sixers? Yeah, you are. But to say that, now if they blamed us, yeah, you were a liability. You couldn't do anything. So you were a liability on the Lakers. Russ, he was turning the ball over. But I could see why Russ was turning the ball over. And, Russ is getting the blame. Nobody really cares about blaming you, Pat, because they're not going to live and die. Nothing's going to happen whether you're on the team or whether you're not on the team. You don't move the needle either way. Sorry. So, But for Russ, yeah, it wasn't an ideal situation for Russ. It wasn't an ideal roster. The fit was not there. You know, and Frank Vogel was terrible at trying to, you know, make it better for
Ingratiate him
Russ in any
into the
way.
mix.
Yeah, it was just,
Yeah, he
it
was
was
terrible at
terrible.
that. Yeah. They had a bad relationship from the beginning. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
not a good
so,
look.
but yeah, I can see it coming from Russ, but Pat Beverly, I mean, you know, yes, in theory, yes, because you on better teams, but that more goes for Russ, not you.
You didn't make the Sixers better. They were already good.
No, yeah,
You just happened to get to a good team.
yeah, and you're playing better there. You weren't playing you weren't playing good on the Lakers. That's just period. You wasn't playing good. You wasn't even
Clank
playing
'em.
that good of a defense on the Lakers. So
Clank 'em.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I wanted to wait. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna get you. I want to. You what your boy said? He said he stick by the game plan. He said that's not how you win the AFC title is running the ball. He said they were supposed to sling it.
mm,
React.
okay. That's not the
That's
way
why
you
when I
win,
seen
huh?
this clip, I said, "Oh, snagging that for shoes." Yep.
So when you see 5 and 6 DBs out there, that tells you to throw the ball, hardball. That's what that does. I don't know, you know, what football you're playing. Coming from the number one rushing team in the league, one of the highest scoring teams in the league, you just completely go away from everything you did all year and say, nah, we're dropping back shotgun all night. You got blitzed almost every play.
Yeah.
At some point, they were just like, they were looking around at each other like,
They ain't running.
okay, I guess they're not gonna run the ball. So I'm like I said, I know the defense. I know they didn't even look at y'all when they got back in their locker room. Man, throwing helmets
Because
at
the
y'all.
defense played their ass off. Y'all put the defense. They held Pat to 17.
Had them bottled up. They made all the stops they needed, especially in the second half.
Yeah.
Second half, they made every stop they needed, and that was over.
Yeah. Like I said, I know the play calling. I know the defense on the sideline. Like,
Yeah, like y'all gonna do something? They literally stopped Mahomes like 3 or 4 times in a row before he made the big catch at the end of the game. Before he
yeah.
threw the ball at the end of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was opportunities. And when we was watching it, we was like, are they gonna call a run? Middle of the
No,
field, just wide open. Up the middle. Somebody.
it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all.
But yeah, that's what he felt. But
Yeah, nah, don't agree with that at all.
so what he trying to say, so Lamar, just because it's either Pat or Josh Allen, they want to base the game plan like that, like Lamar's Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes. All of a sudden, his game style is that.
Man, I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't just do what
What got you there? You don't change nothing, and you reinforce what got you there. You don't
Yeah,
change shit.
you literally set records at beating winning teams. Why not just keep doing that?
Yeah, you reinforce. You don't deviate from your game plan. Say, I don't know what's be wrong with these coaches. They want to get into the playoffs and they want to get too freaky. Want to come with that trickeration.
Yeah.
Oh, quick. What if seconds winding down? You're down by 2. Who do you want taking the final shot? LeBron, Steph, Dame, KD.
Well, there's only 2 options you go with on this. The other 2 are terrible in that time. In that, yeah, as good as the shooter as he is Steph, he's out, and KD, you're out. It's only 2 names up here you go with. Down 2. If it's playoffs, I'm going with LeBron. If it's just any shot, I'm going with Dame.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Game winners, I'm going Brian. I haven't seen him hit too many of them. I'm just go
Oh
Brian.
yeah, you got the one of the highest clutch percentages, but narrative would say
Where's that?
otherwise.
Sure. Now the Bulls are willing. Thinking about they're going to have to add other assets with the Lavine package. I agree because that contract is somebody's taking that. Needs something else with it.
Yeah, contract. That's what it is.
I'm gonna need Caruso and DeRozan.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your nuclear. You want to come off
Something.
that?
Man.
Or what's the center?
Vucevic.
Vucevic, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but you got to put something in because that contract is mighty nasty right now.
If you're a team that's taking a phone call, who you adding in? Who else would you want in there?
Probably like somebody like a Caruso or maybe Pat Williams. Somebody like that.
What about Drummond? He didn't have a resurgence this year. The hell happened to Andre Drummond?
Yeah.
He didn't turn back
Yeah.
to his Detroit days.
Yeah, Drummond could be a nice piece for somebody who needs a big Lakers. Needs a center.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. Andre Drummond, he done turned the clock back on y'all ass. He went back to his Piston days, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old school rebounding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, talking about Andre Drummond. Yeah, he even look a little faster than he usually look. He didn't got his look like he got his weight under control. He moving faster. He rebounding. He even doing a little bit of scoring. That's crazy how
Yeah, that's what
little
I'm saying.
critic. It's crazy how little critics in your career make you step up a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Grant, we was just talking about the Bulls. Now they willing to add other pieces with Lavine to offload this contract. If you were a team taking the calls, who else would you want to include in that? Who else you taking?
Off the Bulls? Ooh. I like Kobe White game. He's still on there?
Yep.
Yeah. I like his
Yep.
game, but they might not want to give him up because I see potential in his game. Uh shit. Alex Caruso, shit, you could throw him in there. Uh yeah, but it all depends, what the other teams are willing to, what they're trying to give up for Zach Lavine too. So, but if they have to ask more players, I would have to say Kobe White, but I don't think the Bulls will do it because he's young and he has potential. But if it comes down to the right player and the right fit, yeah, I'll throw him in there. Kobe White and Alex Caruso, and like you say, Andre Drummond too. That'd be cool if fit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they definitely gonna have
But
to do
we'll see what's
something with that.
happening. I mean, his name been in the trade rooms for seem like the last 2-3 years, and he ain't been nowhere. So
Yeah.
But that's
I think he
why
might just
that's what we're saying because the contract. Yeah, that's why they.
right his contract. So he might have to play
Yeah,
that one
that's
out, wait his
starting
turn.
everything up.
So all right, that's the bad thing about signing these big ass contracts because you could get stuck, and it could obviously mess you up too.
Yeah, it happened to Bill for a while.
All right, so like prime example, look how hard it was trying to swing Chris Paul around the league. Because that contract, you got to think a player at that age, and he's an Asian player, and do you really want to risk, getting that type of player, as these teams and these GMs look at that? Nah, it don't be worth it. So I understand you got to get your money, but it also could hurt you in the long run too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. Bulls try to do something with that. Uh, that contract is not looking. But if the Sixers are able to pull this off, they're looking at DeRozan
Yeah.
and
The
willing to give,
76ers?
willing to, yeah.
That's interesting. But
Mhm.
who on the Sixers are they willing to give up? I mean, you're not going to give up Tyrese Maxey for damn sure, so that's not happening. The only player I can see that they will give up is Tobias Harris and a couple first round picks or something like that.
They're still now they're willing to add a first round pick. I don't know what other player they're gonna add, but
That's why I
that's
said
what I've
Tobias
heard. They
Harris. That's the only player like similar to that caliber to make that trade work. Tobias Harris in a first round pick or something. Because Tyrese Maxey, he's definitely not going to be included in any trades any future. The way he's been balling the last 2 years, so
yeah.
Yeah.
but DeMar
So what you
DeRozan,
think,
he's
Shug? You
interesting.
think that's
He's another player that he needs to get shipped out too. And you look at the Bulls roster, Zach Lavine, uh, DeMar DeRozan, Vucevic, what's his name? Vucevic, yeah. They had so much potential in that team. It just never got together for them. That's all. That's kind of like a hard one right there because they had potential of at least maybe Eastern Conference Finals with the team on
Yeah.
roster,
Yeah. You know
but
who
it's never
could
did pound
you
ain't.
know who would have really helped the team because that's what they really missed. That Lonzo would have really helped that team.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Lonzo. Damn, he
Yeah,
been out the
yeah.
league so long. I forgot about him.
Yeah. He would have really helped that team.
Right, man. I hope Lonzo Ball can get it together and come back to the league because that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people doubting him out. They saying that injury is worse than it is. They just don't want to say it. But I don't know. I hope he come back and then prove the doubters wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they had Lonzo Ball, yeah, that'd really help that team out. The Bulls could possibly be looking at four to 4, 5, 6 seed and possible trying to make a run to the Eastern Conference Finals. But unfortunately, it didn't pan out the way they got it on the roster. So
Yeah.
Oh, did y'all see this?
Yeah, I seen that.
There's some concerns here that Dad's a little too involved. Now, dads are very, very involved in high school and college quarterbacking. So that's just part of the new world we live in. But I still contend, you're going to think I'm nuts here. I do think it's possible that Washington trades up and Chicago allows Washington to trade up because Caleb and his group do.
now that's funny. As a player, a number one pick player, I understand you don't want to go to Chicago. I know why he don't want to go to Chicago because he don't want to be running for his life. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why he don't want to fucking go to
He's
Chicago
that's a
because he know
filthy.
if he go to Chicago, there ain't gonna be no O line and no protection for him. If I'm Caleb Williams, I would want to go to Chicago to prove myself, and you probably could make that team better. But I understand why he don't want to go because he's gonna be running for his life. So the Bears, draft Marvin Harrison and just leave this nonsense alone.
Yeah. I mean,
Right. He already saying
you
now
know,
coming
we
out.
we
I want to play
we've
for you.
seen this happen before with Eli, threatening to retire if they weren't gonna, if he wait, where did they want him to
Anyway,
get drafted?
San
Yeah.
Diego Chargers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
He didn't
then
want to go there.
the mhm.
So
At that time, I can really understand that because San Diego, I think that would have been a good fit for him. But it turned out to be a good career for Eli. He got him, 2 Super Bowls.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it turned out a decent career for him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Caleb, he from the DC area, right?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
was talking
I
about
believe
the
so. Yeah,
Commanders up to draft him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes sense.
And
yeah,
but they
but
also said he like he likes the Cliff Kingsbury offense. The Raiders. He wouldn't mind playing for the Raiders either.
yeah,
Oh,
that's not gonna
I'm sure
happen.
that would. I'm
Right?
sure he wouldn't mind playing for the Raiders.
He's gonna be long gone off that draft board.
I don't know. They would have to, do some
We'll pick
type
the
of
Raiders.
crazy trade. I think the Raiders are at like
Yeah,
12, I
we'll pick
think.
the
Yeah,
Raiders.
I think they're at 12.
Yeah, he don't want to go to Chicago. I don't think he can handle the pressure. That's what it is. And I think he know if he go to Chicago, he ain't gonna have no line, and this dude probably gonna be leading the lead, and quarterbacks getting sacked that year.
Or he could be getting some intel from some players that's in the league, man, that's telling them, look, man, you don't want to come here. It's bad over here, man. He could be getting some inside intel that we don't know.
And then Chicago just switched
But
their offensive coordinator again.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they did. So, oh yeah, yeah, that's that. But as a rookie, he should just appreciate the moment that he is going to be the number one pick and just go wherever you want to, where he's going, and just shut up and play and just prove these doubters wrong. That's my opinion. That if I was coming out as the number one pick,
Yeah.
See what your boy Marlon said? The greatest coach of all time did not get hired out of 6 head coaching jobs open. I think that debate can be put to rest now.
And like I said, I don't think this is like rocket science, fellas. Like,
I don't think
it's
his
had
coaching
clear.
time.
style.
It's
I don't think his
clear.
coaching. I don't think his coaching style fit the style of football. I mean, he won with. Don't get me wrong, he won the Super Bowls with Tom
Yeah.
Brady, but that's Tom Brady in them. So I don't know. You seen what happened when he had Matt Jones and he brought in this whole staff for the coordinators and everything. You see how that shit panned out. You want the one playoff and was one and done, and this year was a goddamn disaster. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's just not the same. I mean, you had time, man. You just enjoy what you had. You like, you had time and you won. But
Yep.
I guess like you said, a lot of players are saying like, stop calling this guy the best coach ever, man. It's not what you think. It's not that. But
He had time.
Yeah. Like I said, and Tom proved his point right away. It's really nothing else to say. Like when it comes to that argument, Tom went and proved his point right away the very next year. So
yeah, definitely won one without Belichick. So
yeah,
I don't know.
and
Don't get me wrong.
hey,
I think he's a good coach, but
yeah, I'm not saying that he a bad coach or nothing like that, but it's just like any other great coaches out there, man. Like they all had some of the
You got the best
greatest
players.
of the sports.
Right. Right.
It's no coincidence of that.
Right. Right. The team Phil Jackson had to coach. Right. So like.
Right.
So,
Man, like
yeah, so.
you're gonna be considered good. You're coaching Michael Jordan, coaching Kobe Bryant. I mean, when are you not gonna be good? Hey.
Oh no. So you think if Phil Jackson would have coached the San Antonio Spurs, would he want to win the championship around that time?
No.
I don't think it would have been to the level of what he had.
That.
No.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, great players, they're going to make the team good, so
yeah. But like I said, I just feel like the
tells me
coaches
this, when he knew the team was going to be trash. Remember the season he knew the Lakers was about to be trash? He retired. He quit. Like you didn't even want to give yourself a chance to prove people wrong. Or you can coach a good team. You had Kobe still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, yeah, man, you seen that shit he pulled over there in New York. So what does that tell you? I mean,
but I
was
remember
terrible.
Right.
The Lakers were gonna hire him back when they got Dwight Howard and that team together, but I guess he took too long to give them an answer, which I thought that was some BS because he was over there banging Jeannie Buss. So how I don't know how they didn't give you enough time if that's your chick and your chick's the owner of the team. So I always thought that was some BS.
Yeah.
They said he wanted to coach just the home games.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, like he wanted some crazy. He wanted some crazy stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was some crazy
Yeah,
shit.
but
yeah.
Yeah, but the Lakers knew. Well, Jeannie Buss, she knew what was going on because that was your husband or boyfriend at the time, wherever the case is.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean, but I guess they had to put it out there. He had his excuse. Oh, they didn't give me enough time, and then that's when they hired. Who was the coach? Who was the coach of that Lakers team? Was it Rudy T? No, Mike Brown. No, who the hell did they bring in? Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh, come on, guys.
That wasn't Shaw. No, that wasn't Shaw.
Was it?
No, 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 no.
Was it Brian?
No. It was Mike Brown.
Byron Scott.
No, no, no. I think it was Mike Brown. I think it was Mike Brown.
What you looking it up? Man, what's up with this? I seen this. You see, I seen this. Shoes. Odell Pops. Come on, man. What's up with this? You see what he said about Lamar? I hate to say it, but that guy Baker played better this postseason than Lamar Jackson. Could learn a thing or two about playing quarterback from him. My son would have thrived in Tampa Bay. Ain't you the dude that made a whole real clip of Baker Mayfield throwing bad passes to Odell in Cleveland? Ain't you the reason why locker room started celebrating because of your videos and tweets you kept making?
Who is this? Is Pops? This is Pops,
Yeah,
right?
man.
Yeah.
Oh
Like, come
man.
on.
Now his pops in
Like,
here sitting making excuse why the Ravens didn't win and why his son
come
maybe
on,
didn't
man.
perform that he wanted his son perform to. So he just got to go out here and just make some noise and just start some BS in it. Man, come on now. Baker Mayfield played better than Lamar Jackson. Man, shut that up right now, man. Because ask yourself, who'd you want to start a team with, Lamar Jackson or Baker Mayfield? I guarantee you ain't going to say no damn Baker Mayfield.
Boy. Like I
But
said,
like, you
I don't
make
even want to give
yourself look
this
silly with
any.
this type.
Yeah. I said I don't even want to give this any time. This
You don't want
is,
to give energy to it. All right, we can move on there. Yeah, but yeah. See, this is the foolishness
yeah,
that Lamar gets.
bullshit,
Right. Excuses. That's all that is. But, it is what it is.
bro. You went out there and lost as a damn team. It has nothing to do. Never mind, man.
Hey, look. Now Art Rooney said, "Look, we need to get a QB in here now." Now, when the
Yeah.
owner is talking about, he don't usually say nothing.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. Definitely need a damn quarterback.
Yeah. That's maybe who the Steelers should look to in the draft. Get one of these quarterbacks coming in this draft because they're not going to go anywhere with the quarterbacks they got now, for damn sure.
No, they need a quarterback ASAP.
These guys
Trubisky,
can
he is the
fight for the
pickoff king.
These two can compete for the number 2 spot.
Yeah, I think
not
it's time for
start.
Trubisky to leave the NFL. I really do. He's got a nice spot in the XFL for him. What do they call it? The UFL?
UFL.
Nice spot.
He might go in there and strike.
Yeah, it'd be MVP over there. Woo, because man, I don't see that guy as an NFL quarterback. He is terrible.
He had that a year and then some change good in Chicago, and then after that he been stinky.
Dude, just to think, man, you were picked ahead of Mahomes and stuff. Man, it's just they're terrible.
Now look, look. uh, that said, you know, what we all seen is a mess with Aaron Rodgers. You know, he just come out every week, keep talking. You hurt. You bringing more eyes on the team. We ain't good, but you still want to come. Oh, act like, oh, I'm gonna come back from this injury. You're not. You just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to keep saying that. Then, you know, everybody was talking
He got
about the leaks and stuff that's going on. Uh, they said Robert Saleh is he got paranoid. You know, he had a meeting with the coaches, basically saying, "Look, trying to find out who been telling stuff." He's like, "Look, if you come forward right now, you won't get in trouble." He threatened to take coaches' phones and everything. He's behind the scenes crying. He's talking about it's unfair treatment that we get criticized so much in the Giants and they play trash and they don't get the same vitriol that the Jets get. It's only negative. Uh, Giants almost made it to the
that's
playoffs. Totally different.
crazy.
Even
Yeah, I didn't know he was trying to take people's phones.
yeah. So this is an absolute shit show now in the Jets organization, which I already knew. You know, I already knew this, but this is crazy. You think just get him out of there? He's too paranoid. This easy shot. It was
Yeah, I
basically
mean, if you're doing all this,
everybody. They try to act like everybody was in support of Zach Wilson being at QB, and it wasn't. And then that's what the issue was at. The narrative is being spun that everybody was in support of this, and that wasn't the case. A lot of people were against it. So
that's terrible, man. Robert Saleh. Yeah, I didn't know he was trying to take people's phones and do all this extra.
like I said, there's some people, the defensive coordinators, they get a head coaching jobs. Sometimes it's just not you're not head coaches, you're great defensive coordinators. You know, you had a good defense when you was over there in 49ers. Jets got a good defense now. But as far as leader guys, don't seem like it's working with all these, like I said, all these leaks and stuff. If you got a tightly run ship, it wouldn't be all these leaks and everything. Like they was having almost
Mm-hmm.
every week. Somebody or anonymous, somebody in Jets personnel, anonymous this, anonymous that. Almost every week there was some type of leak or somebody saying something. Somebody saying something. So it's coming from somewhere. What you think? You think they should just pack him up?
He got
No,
to
don't
get him
pack
out
him
of
up.
here.
Give him another year with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, let's see what he could do because the first year he was there. I mean, he had some going through the same thing, quarterback situation. But let's just give him 1 year, one full year with Aaron Rodgers and see how this team look. If they're garbage or don't perform how they supposed to be and don't exceed the expectations, get rid of them.
I don't know. To me, I think I don't know.
1 more year, 1 more year. I say he deserves 1 more year, and that's it.
After all these reports, like I said, I don't know. It said after they said reports when Aaron Rodgers tore his ACL, he was witness crying in the office, stating, "This isn't fair. This just isn't fair." Crying.
Mm. Yeah, well,
'Cause, New York, they don't, they don't hold out. Yeah, they get you out of there. Look at this. Jerry Jones said he wouldn't mind working with Bill Belichick. This would be the most horrible mix ever in all of football.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
In what
And
capacity
Jerry,
does this even work? What? In what capacity?
man, Jerry Jones,
Consulting?
man, he just be saying
None.
anything right now. Like the other day, he said Jerry Jones said the other day Dallas Cowboys are going all in. Man, dude, you should have been going all in. Like it's the same thing every year with these Cowboys when they don't win. It's always excuses.
Every year.
Like stop it. Like the team just can't get over the hump. You haven't been shit since the 90s, since you had Jimmy Johnson, and it just ain't working with the Cowboys. I mean, you guys have been through quarterbacks, Romo, Prescott, and you're not winning nothing. You had hella wide receivers during this time, and it just ain't clicking. And Jerry Jones, you're not a winner anymore. It's not the 90s.
Yeah, this is packed. Yeah, I don't see
just
that
tired
working
of
in
the
no
Cowboys.
capacity.
But Bill Belichick going to the Dallas Cowboys with the way that Prescott played in that offense, it wouldn't match at all.
Nope.
Not a great fit. I think the Cowboys would go from one of the highest scoring teams in the league to probably last in points if they get Belichick.
Ooh.
I don't know. You just look at the Patriots. Okay, last year and this year, they don't score any points.
That's true.
So going to that type of offense over there, and he bring that same type of offense, they're not. It's gonna be trash. So I don't know. Screw Dallas.
But did y'all see Tennessee and Virginia, and then the other schools are joining in. They are suing. They're suing the NCAA with the NIL rule, basically saying it's too vague. To really be, because they can basically say you violated at any given moment. Like basically, they need some clear cut rules, what you can and cannot do. They're saying it's unethical. Basically stemming from that the quarterback situation we talked on the other Tennessee quarterback.
Yeah. I don't like where they're going with this, man. I really don't, because this right here could start a real. If I'll say this could just mess up college football as a whole. Like they could just turn college football into semi-pro football, because that's what's about to happen. It's gonna be semi-pro football if they win this lawsuit, because there's, like I said, there's gonna be. This is gonna be whatever. It's gonna be Wild Wild West. I understand that they're trying to get their point across. Like, oh well, we don't know what we can and can't do. No, you can't give a guy $15 million. Okay, where's this going? Like, what collective is this? Like, what collect? Who'd you collect 15 million from enough to give one guy? Like, it's something janky going on. So I don't know. Like I said, I hope this don't get out of hand, because this is gonna ruin college football altogether.
Could you see?
Just
Could you
gonna
see the NCAA just basically? Could you see just colleges just pulling away from the NCAA as a whole, and just going by their own? Do they even? They don't even need it at this point. I don't think have their own governing
I
body.
don't know, man. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, but that's crazy. Yeah, they like you said, they win that lawsuit. That's gonna open the floodgates.
Oof. Exactly. It's gonna be like the Yankees and the Dodgers. Texas A&M and Texas gonna
Pay
have
to play
everybody.
is the game.
It's already that, but it's just gonna be worse. It's gonna be money. Whoever got the most money.
That might have hurt college sports,
And
period.
Texas definitely got that money.
Paying all this money and stuff to these players and all that. But I understand the players deserve some type of money because these colleges get a ton of money off these kids. So, but like you say, it's just getting out of control now, and that's sad because just the early part of stages of first time putting this out here. So,
Oh, it's only gonna increase. You ain't gotta worry about that. It's only gonna
right.
go up.
That's at the beginning.
It's gonna be like you say, it's gonna be the teams with the most money. Show me the money. Show me the money.
You see the reports that were out there that they offered Marvin Harrison Jr. $21 million in return. $21 million for 1 year to return. So,
ooh,
that's crazy.
Man.
So
Harrison Jr. He's not really hurting for any money because of his father. So I take that $21 million to stay another year in college. Hey, why not?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like,
why
do you do it?
And then by him returning to Ohio State, he probably could get that number 1 draft pick for the 2025 draft.
Oh, most definitely he'll come out number 1.
That's that was the report. So clearly he
something
thought
like that
about
too.
it. Clearly he thought about it because he didn't declare for a while.
Who y'all?
I'm coming back because I'm coming back. I'm making more than most of the wide receivers in the NFL with that 20
right
that year anyway.
And that's just only 1 year. He not.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's only 1 year. 21 million.
Games can play.
You're not gonna even make that in your first year.
What they playing in what college? 12 games?
Yeah, 12 to 14 games. 12 to 14 games. That's including the bowl. So I would definitely come back and get that.
I would have came back. I would have took out the biggest insurance policy I could take out, and I would have played.
Like I say, I would have been in that
21. Yeah.
I would have came in the Ohio State locker room and told them, show me the money.
Yeah, 21. That's yeah. Who the top wide receiver getting paid right now?
Tyreek. I think he might be the most annually.
And he got 50 million for how long? Or he got that was the 50 million part is guaranteed.
Yeah.
Or some was it?
I don't know how much Tyreek's getting, but I gotta look at his annual.
I would have took. Yeah, I probably would have took that 21. Yeah, like I said, less games. And like I said, you come in the next season, you potential number 1.
Yeah, it's Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah. That's crazy. DeAndre Hopkins still up there?
Yeah.
That's some old contracts. He's still getting that Houston money.
Well, This one I'm looking at is
he took
Tyreek Hill,
it.
Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hawkins, Cooper Kupp, and AJ Brown. That's
Okay.
the top 5. And the
Yeah, so
bottom
you would have
half
been
is
making you'd have been making that money. That type of money.
yeah. The bottom half is DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Debo Samuel, Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Amari Cooper.
Mm.
Terry McLaurin need to go to another team. Man, you don't even know
I
about him.
I forgets about him.
Oh,
I forgets about him, to be honest.
Man,
He's your
But yeah,
receiver.
I like his game though. Terry McLaurin.
Scary Terry.
well, fellas, that was it. Ran through all the topics for tonight. Appreciate y'all rocking with us out there tonight. This is your boy Champ, Almighty Shoes and Grind Time. We are the nation of conversation. Y'all remember, when you see that B, you know it's we, and we out.